Ever wish your favorite anime characters had actual RPG stats and could grind their way to power? Today we are counting down the top 15 anime featuring leveling systems and power progression, where the grind is real and the glow-ups are legendary. Let's go! Number 15. The world's finest assassin gets reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat. An elite assassin is reincarnated into a magical world with one mission: kill the hero before they destroy it. What sets this anime apart is how deeply it leans into strategic power growth. From stat menus and class selection to carefully planned training regimens, the show treats power like a craft. The MC doesn't just get strong, he engineers his rise with precision. Add in assassination techniques, political maneuvering, and a carefully measured pacing, and this anime becomes a methodical blueprint for how to go from nothing to unstoppable. Number 14. The Faraway Paladin. Will is raised by 3 undead beings in a ruined city: a ghostly priest, a skeletal warrior, and a mummy priestess. Through intense training in both combat and fate, he becomes a paladin worthy of divine power. Unlike flashier series, this anime offers a more grounded, introspective look at growth, both spiritual and physical. Every step Will takes is earned, every level gained is meaningful, and the emotional weight of his journey adds depth to his progression. For fans who appreciate deliberate pacing and rich lore, this is a hidden gem. Number 13. So I'm a spider, so what? After dying and reincarnating as a spider in a dangerous dungeon, our protagonist must evolve quickly or die. And evolve she does. The anime dives deep into RPG mechanics: evolution trees, skill points, resistances, battle logs, and even system notifications. It's a one-woman grindfest filled with clever tactics, hilarious inner monologues, and boss battles that push the limits of survival. You will cheer every time she evolves into a new, terrifying form, and the layered story eventually reveals a wider world beyond her webbed lair. Number 12. Bofuri. I don't want to get hurt, so I will max out my defense. Maple is a total newbie to gaming, but that doesn't stop her from breaking the system. By putting all her points into defense, she becomes nearly invincible, and surprisingly creative. What starts as a joke turns into a cascade of broken abilities, rare gear, and dev-created fixes that still can't contain her. The anime uses stat mechanics like a playground, making every new event and dungeon run feel like an experiment in just how OP Maple can become. It's adorable, absurd, and incredibly fun to watch. Number 11. Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious. Seiya is summoned to save a fantasy world, and his stats are already insane, but he refuses to fight until he is trained to absurd extremes. The anime leans into parody, but its leveling structure is surprisingly solid. Seiya spends episodes grinding low-level mobs, stockpiling potions, and testing his spells just in case. The punchline? It works. Each battle is hilariously over-prepared, yet still tense and rewarding. As the series progresses, deeper emotional layers emerge, giving weight to his obsession with readiness. Number 10. Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy. Banished by a petty goddess, Makoto is cast into a brutal world where strength is the only currency. Instead of divine buffs, he grinds for power the hard way, mastering magic, forming pacts with powerful allies, and even becoming a merchant lord. The anime offers a detailed world with multiple progression paths beyond just combat. Whether he's building cities or blasting monsters, every gain feels earned. It's got great humor, strong fights, and a satisfying underdog climb that makes you root for Makoto. Number 9. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? Belle Crano starts as a rookie adventurer with big dreams and zero skills. But through sheer determination, dungeon crawling, and guidance from his goddess Hestia, he slowly becomes a force to be reckoned with. The show doesn't shy away from showing every win and every loss. Each new level, ability, or skill is documented like an RPG character sheet. It's the closest thing anime has to a classic D&D campaign turned into an epic saga of growth. Number 8. No game, no life. While it's not about strength in the traditional sense, Sora and Shiro rise through a hierarchy of gods and kings using their unmatched intellect. The leveling system here is social and strategic. Each game they win unlocks new levels of access, magical tools, and influence. Every move they make is part of a master plan, and the stakes climb with every challenge. It's not a grind in the usual way, but it's absolutely a climb, and every victory feels like gaining a new OP ability. Number 7. Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. Rudeus Greirat's story starts at literal birth and spans decades. He grows through constant training in magic, swordplay, and emotional resilience. Every spell cast, every lesson learned, and every defeat shapes him into a powerful sorcerer. What makes this anime unique is how immersive and granular the progression feels. You're not watching a montage, you're watching a life unfold. It's deeply character driven and showcases just how impactful long-term leveling can be. Number 6. Log Horizon. After players are trapped in an MMORPG Elder Tale, they realize they are not just avatars anymore. Their lives depend on mastering the system. Log Horizon focuses heavily on party synergy, skill usage, economy, and class strategy. It's one of the most intelligent and tactical representations of a leveling system in anime. Shiroe, the main character, uses brains over brawn, showing that in a true RPG, strategy can outshine raw power. Number 5. Overlord. Ainz Gaon is already at the top of the food chain when the anime starts, but that doesn't mean he stops growing. His true progression comes from exploring this new world, testing the limits of his powers, and boosting his loyal NPC followers. Watching him experiment with magic, build kingdoms, and manipulate politics turns a static max-level character into an evolving goth king. Bonus, his dark humor and complete OPness are incredibly entertaining. Number 4. The Rising of the Shield Hero. Naofumi is summoned alongside 3 other heroes, but gets shafted with the weakest weapon and a massive betrayal. Instead of giving up, he starts from scratch, raising monsters, crafting gear, and building a party from misfits. His progression is armor focused and defensive, offering a different twist on the usual hero arc. Each new ability is a tool in his survival-focused arsenal, and every victory feels personal. Honorable mentions: Arifureta, from commonplace to world's strongest. Hajime falls into the abyss and claws his way back with sheer willpower. The grind is raw and relentless, though the show's pacing and tone are divisive. How not to summon a Demon Lord. Summoned into a game-like world as his OP character, Diablo flexes maxed out skills and rare spells. Not the deepest story, but full of fun stat-based battles. Wise Man's Grandchild. Shin is absurdly OP from the start, but his magical schooling and world-shaking power progression still deliver classic power fantasy tropes. Number 3. The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. Rimuru starts as a simple slime, but quickly evolves into one of the most powerful beings in the world. This anime revels in RPG mechanics absorption, fusion, skill trees, evolution stages, and even nation building. Watching Rimuru gain followers, create a monster utopia, and gain new titles feel like watching an RTS campaign unfold. It's a fun and fulfilling climb that's easy to binge. Number 2. Sword Art Online, the OG virtual world death game anime. Sword Art Online introduced millions to the thrill of leveling systems in anime. Kirito's journey through Aincrad's 100 floors includes stat building, rare weapon crafting, dual-wielding, and intense boss battles. While later seasons divided fans, the first arc remains a tight and thrilling example of power progression done right. Number 1. Solo leveling. Jin-Woo starts as the world's weakest hunter, barely able to take on a goblin. But after gaining access to a mysterious leveling system, he begins a solo grind that makes him godlike. Every dungeon, shadow summon, stat screen, and item drop is a power boost. The visual storytelling, fight choreography, and progression pacing makes this the pinnacle of power fantasy anime. You feel every level he gains. And that's it. Whether you are into strategic builds, god tier glow-ups, or quirky character growth, there is something on this list for every RPG-loving anime fan. Thank you for joining me for this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more episodes. See you soon!